That dude is just pure Buckitos anywhere he is on the field. What's really good, y'all? It's Diggs again. Welcome back to the show. Let's just jump right into it. So Halloween came and went, and as expected, the lacrosse world showed out on Halloween costumes. Did y'all see Connor Farrell's Tiger King? That looks wildly believable. I mean, in the best way, of course, Connor.
Joe Exotic for the people of America.
And then Kyle Harrison and his son both put up as Woody from Toy Story. I mean, I'm just impressed that they make that costume that big for adults. And then, of course, some fan submissions. This dude did a great Connor Farrell. I mean, look at this dude's eye black. It looks like he stenciled the eye black on. It's perfect. And then the hair, that just comes with the fit, bro. But my favorite fan submission was my man Roman, who dressed up as Blaze Riordan with a ball stuck in his head. 10 out of 10 on creativity.
That was bloody brilliant.
Okay, so now that Halloween's officially over, and this is our first episode in the month of November, we gotta shout out Movember real quick. Everybody grow your mustaches out.
The mustache.
What? You don't like it?
It's disgusting.
I mean, I try to grow mine out every year, but it never really quite comes in. I can't grow facial hair very well. Babyface gang, though.
All great men have mustaches, Frank.
But to the lacrosse community as a whole, this is also a time of year when we remember the journey and the life of Nick Calalori and his battle with cancer that brought about the Headstrong Foundation. And Headstrong's always gone by Nick's vision, which was to improve the lives of everyone affected by cancer, both patients and families throughout the lacrosse community as a whole. I'm ready to see who comes up with the best mustaches this month. Guys like Brad Smith and Mike Earhart obviously have head starts because they have epic mustaches, and you gotta shout out the OG Ken Clausen. I mean, the dude tattooed a mustache on the inside of his finger so he could do this. Shout out a legend when you see one. Okay, so quick pivot. Now I want to take a second to talk about how Jules Heningburg has really stepped into the spotlight of activism with everything that's been happening around the lacrosse world and around the country as a whole. So in case y'all haven't seen it yet, Nelson Rice wrote a great article for US Lacrosse Magazine about how and why Jules has been such a great voice in the lacrosse community when it comes to rectifying the social and racial issues that we face within the sport. Ever since he dropped that Standing at the Crossroads piece back in May, it's been pretty clear, at least to me, that Jules is about that life, and we need that. For those of y'all that don't know, Jules' family actually has a really long and time-honored history with activism. His grandfather, Gus Heningburg Sr., was a noted civil rights activist. It's actually pretty fitting that Jules would step into this role. He's also a founding member of the BLA, the Black Lacrosse Alliance, along with guys like Dominic Alexander and Romar Dennis. And for obvious reasons, I'm all in on that. This is obviously so much more than I can cover on one section of one episode of the Weekly Watch, so do yourself a favor and go read that article on US Lacrosse's website and follow BLA on Instagram and Twitter. Lastly, I'll leave you with this. You know whose 2020 highlight tape just dropped? Will Pure Buckets Manny. Will low-key got Klay Thompson syndrome. He might have the ball on his stick for a total of 7 seconds throughout the entire clip, which is about 2 minutes long, but he scores like 400 goals. And as a Bulls fan, I'm just mad he took 0.7 out of those 8 total seconds he had the ball over 2 minutes to make Jack Cannon look like he was breakdancing in the net on this dip and dunk. Absolutely savage. So for any of you young attackmen that are looking to add some shooting efficiency to your game, allow me to suggest watching Will Manny highlights, especially from 2020, but really from any year. That dude is just pure Buckitos anywhere he is on the field. Okay, so that's really it for this one, y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe. And just to let y'all know, I'm gonna be on some field trips the next couple of weeks for Weekly Watch. Episodes aren't gonna look like this in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for some fun content. Now look, I'm not gonna ruin any surprises, but let's just say I'm gonna be on location for the next 2 episodes. And for one of those locations, I gotta take a COVID test. So y'all can do the math if you want to, or you can just wait and see. Either way, I'm out. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.